There are two types of Pyraminx methods, V first and top first, the latter of which has been phased out by the former in recent years. But why have so many people disregarded top first as a contender for one of the best methods? Hey, it's Expired Cubing, and today we will be comparing two of them and proving that top first is still a viable method. So, there has been an obvious decline in the amount of top first solvers, and I believe it's because it is just simply easier to start out with layer by layer and transitioning to L4E. So for anyone new to the event, it's likely that they will end up pursuing V1st as a main method. Then there is the argument that V1st is more intuitive. L4E's intuition allows it to have a shorter learning curve for speed, but this kind of doesn't really make sense to me because if something is intuitive, you have to think, and thinking takes time, which would mean you'd either have to one-lick every solve or intuitively learn to solve every case, which would not have a short learning curve. So the one big thing that I think draws people towards L4E as a method is its undeniable efficiency. According to Wikipedia, which unfortunately is the only source I could find, God's number for the Pyraminx is 11, and it's not uncommon for L4E solvers to have solutions less than that. So, why am I still supporting top first? I believe it's still a usable and valid method at the top level. People like Drew Brads and John Gaynor are very highly ranked with exclusively top first. So, why is it so unused among the community? The really high barrier to entry is a big con. In order to fully take advantage of the freedom that you get when using top first, you really need to dive deep into the concepts of Pyraminx. Personally, I know and use Bell, Oka, one flip, some Nutella, and intuitively making tops. That's a lot for someone to learn. Another flaw people see in top first is its lack of efficiency. But move count doesn't really matter as long as you have a fast solve, and top first solutions tend to be very finger tricky and high TPS, which kind of cancels out the efficiency problem. So, overall, it is understandable that the flagship method is V first, but I don't believe it should be by this much. If you want to see some example solves of me doing both, there will be links in the description of me doing both V and top first. So yeah, I'm Expired Cubing, and now I'm not.